What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Reunion Part 3. Look, prayerfully, we have come to the end. We are going to put the final nail in the coffin on tonight. Look, there's nothing in this third part of the reunion that they couldn't have put in part 1 and 2. You're playing, Mona. You're stretching it out. You know what? At the end of the day, some seasons need 3-part reunions because it was just that much going on. This wasn't one of those seasons, and y'all would have been good. Really, I could have got all this in on part 1 if you really want to know the truth of the matter. But anyway, let's go. We're at the third part of the reunion. This is going to be, and y'all go check out my boy El Teddy. He gave it a whole theme song, but I'm not gonna give it a theme song. I ain't gonna sit here and cry and sing for y'all. But this is the Tears for Fears episode. Everybody is crying in this damn episode, and I'm thinking to myself, well, what the hell? Zell was crying the whole damn episode, and I'm trying to figure out what you crying for. We start this episode off with Paris and Brittany going at it, and I mean they are going at it. And Paris, I don't normally do the fashions. That's just not my ministry. But it does not take a fashionista to know that that dress was not your ministry. First of all, it was all orange. All orange. Then it had ruffles on the bottom. That's never a good idea. Then you had this weird thing at the top where it looked like you had a half of a corset on. And so one of your breasts was like real sitting up in a corset. And then the other half was just falling out because it wasn't in a corset. It was a weird design. Now, Zell, I know you style and stuff. If you put her in that dress, Zell, you're the problem. You are the problem. If you put her in that dress. Then y'all decide to top it off with a platinum blonde wig. I just need you to go back, Paris, and understand the error of your ways in wearing that dress. With that being said, her and Brittany going at it. They end up pulling Paris off the stage. Paris goes in the back, and Zell was defending her. So then I think people started kind of getting on Zell about the whole man versus woman thing. And Zell was like, "This is my best friend. I'm gonna ride with her. If you got a problem with her, you got a problem with me." Boom. Then they bring Zell backstage, and that's when Zell starts crying, talking about how that's his best friend and he gonna defend her. And child, Zell, it wasn't that serious. See, here's my issue with stuff. One-on-one fights ain't never. I just don't have no issue with one-on-one fights. If it was Brittany versus Paris, there was no need for you to get in it, Zell. You think Paris can't handle her own? Paris got it covered, locked and loaded. There was no need for you to get in it, especially on the level that you did. Then you sitting over there crying. You started it. Moving on. So then we get to the whole April Moniece going out on tour thing, and K Michelle throwing her little 2 cents in when she said that she wouldn't let them open for her. And K Michelle's thing was this. She was like, "Look, I don't have no beef with Moniece. I think Moniece is very talented. I know Moniece is out here grinding. I know she's really trying to make it happen." She said, "But my issue is I don't play with my music, and I feel like." If they were gonna go on tour, the Moniece and April thing, it was gonna be a gimmick. She was like, "I don't do gimmicks." So I didn't want to be no parts of it because I don't do gimmicks. And that was where I was coming from with it. Like as far as the music and the art, I'm here for it. I know Moniece works hard. It seemed like she didn't really have a whole lot for April though. She didn't really have a lot for April, but it seemed like she really did have respect for Moniece. But her thing was I wasn't here for no gimmick and I wasn't about to be part of a gimmick, you know. And I can understand that, K Michelle has had to work really hard, and do a lot of independent work and stuff like that. So I understand where she's coming from to say, look, I grind too hard for this. I grind too hard for this. So then they went around to asking Brittany. Brittany starts talking about her experience as A&R, and then, A1 starts yelling, "Who have you developed? What artist development? What artist development?" And they started talking about how she padded her resume and she tried to hype her resume up. And Brittany was like, "Okay, well, you can't lie about a Grammy nomination," which is true. That's easily Googleable. It is very Googleable to find out about an Emmy nomination. Now you can lie about people you've worked with, like K. Michelle tried to say. She was. Here's the thing. All right, let's go back to this thing. Last week when Brittany B was arguing with Lyrica and the other girl about friendship, and I said last week, I said Brittany B's idea of friendship is clearly different than Lyrica's. So here we are again. Her acting like her and K. Michelle were friends and hung out, and K. Michelle was like, I met you like once. You came into my studio session for like 5 minutes. Like you didn't help write nothing. You didn't help produce nothing. You were there for 5 minutes. And I don't know you like that. So then Brittany B started talking about, well, I mean, I guess I just look at friendship differently. Yeah, clearly. Because I don't know how you could call anybody a friend that you only worked with one time. And like, K. Michelle was like, I didn't even know you before we started filming. Like my only interaction with you has been on this show. That doesn't make us friends. And then she started talking about, well, we were at the studio session that you were late for. K. Michelle said it was my studio session that I was paying for. So if I was late, that was on me. She said, and then you came in for 5 minutes. That don't make, you didn't have nothing to do with that song. So I don't feel like Brittany B. I mean, again, you can't fake a Grammy nomination. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. But at the end of the day, you sound like the kind of person that if you spent 5 minutes with somebody, y'all friends. If y'all went to dinner one time, that's your best friend. Like you one of them people, it seemed like. And that's what's getting you in trouble because other people are like, that don't make us what you think it make us, or that doesn't make us what you want it to be. Then Lyrica got mad. They got to arguing. Lyrica threw her shoe, lowered the shoe, and hit Ray J in the leg. And he started limping. Now, part of Ray J was exaggerating, but the other part of Ray J, y'all know she had on the stiletto, and that if that heel hit, them stilettos, if the heel hit right, that's a whole nother problem right there. With that heel hit right, y'all know what it gives. Anyway, then we had to do the whole thing with Jason and him with the violence and his brother and wanting to, whatever. He got to crying. Again, I mean, no disrespect to his brother. I mean, that's not what I mean, but I'm just like, he said that the thing with Nipsey Hussle brought all of it back up, and that's why he sort of revisited. I was just like, okay. Then we talked about the Immature piece, them getting back together, going on tour. Marcus and J Boog. J Boog was like, "Look, I'm just here about the money. Like, if we can make it happen and we can put all the the bull stuff aside and we can make a tour out of it and make some money out of it, why not? And Marcus Houston was saying, "Look, we all adults now. It's a little harder to try to put us together and make something happen when you have a bunch of adults, but." Him and Immature definitely there to make it work. And of course, this is before Omarion pulled that stunt on all of them. So I think they were being real careful with their words because they were still waiting to see if they were going to be able to do part 2 of this tour that Omarion doing without them. But anyway, um, and then J Boog was flirting with Tierra Marie. He said he was trying to get her on the tour, but things didn't work out. Tierra Marie, she probably can't tour like that. She probably need permission from a judge to move around, and she got court cases. Anyway, notice I said S cases. Then we talked about Mickey Munday. Him and Slick Woods broke up, which I found interesting because y'all know in real life, about 2 weeks ago, Slick Woods announced that she is battling cancer. And there was actually a quote from Mickey Munday in one of the articles I read, and that they identified him as her boyfriend. So I don't know if they got back together or if he was just misquoted and they were going by old information. I don't know. But definitely I wish Slick was sending prayers and everything to you. She's battling cancer. She's very young and she's a mother. So we definitely want to send prayers to her. But Mickey Munday said that, he got a lot of flack on social media saying he was clout chasing because he just kept talking about how she was a supermodel. She was a supermodel. And he was like, who doesn't want, what woman doesn't want their man to big them up and talk about how great they are and all that? Like, what did I do wrong? Um, he said that he's working with Empire. He's done a couple of songs with a few of the artists. He's not signed to them right now. And of course that's the record company with the Migos and all of them. Um, so, he said that, from that point of view, he said that he just needs to get his foot in the door. He's just ready to get on. And then he even made a statement about he don't even care about the contract. He just want to get out there. And of course, everybody told him, no, 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 no. You care about the contract. Because at the end of the day, once that tour money is gone, you want to set yourself up to have some sort of residual income. So don't be on here saying no stupid stuff like that. And it's funny because all of them jumped in. Marcus Houston, Jay Boog, Brittany, even Jason, all of them jumped in and was like, nah, bro, don't, no, 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 no. You've been out here grinding. Stay on your grind. At the end of the day, hopefully it's gonna work out for you. But don't say you're willing to give away none of your royalties, none of that. Don't do that, ma'am. Sir. I'm sorry, he's a sir. Because there's somebody listening that's gonna be like, oh, for real? And y'all know most artists don't make any money. They only make money off of tours. So you definitely don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have no sort of residual income or anything coming in. That's just foolish, sir. That is foolish. All right, y'all. Then we had like the most dramatic 10 minutes of the whole series, 3 episode, whatever. A1 and Lyrica. They're talking without the mothers. Again, they didn't say anything new. A1's still got this attitude like we both messed up. You're not the only one that made mistakes. I mean, I'm not the only one that made mistakes. I told you everything. I even told you stuff that you would have never found out about. I even told you stuff that I didn't have to tell you. And that should let you know that I'm committed. And then he was, playing hard. And she started crying and walked off the stage. Then he started crying. Zell started crying. I don't know why. I don't know why Zell started crying again. Then I looked up and April was crying. What y'all crying for? Then they bring Lyrica back on the stage and they talk to Lyrica about, well, what is it that you need from A1? And she just want A1 to act like he's sorry. That's it. So, I still didn't hear him say nothing. I just saw him hug her and then she leaned into him and then I don't know. She said they need to go to counseling. He said he need to get right with God. No, you need to stop cheating on your wife. Don't bring God into that. You need to stop cheating on your wife. What's wrong with you? Then she starts smiling because I don't know. All I know is at the end of the 10 minutes, they were sitting together on the couch. She was smiling. And he apologized to her mama. And she apologized to his mama. And I guess we're going to find out next season what happens. I don't know. Then we have a whole series of Moniece. They do a whole montage of Moniece through the years because she's officially leaving the show. She says she needs to just get her mind right, and she's taking a leap of financial faith and a leap of faith, and this is that and the other. Baby, if this is your only paycheck, you need to take a leap of faith. Fizz said that he want her to get herself together and that his son that he'll take care of their child and she'll always have an open door to have a relationship with their son because that's her child. See, he already talking like he got full custody. Moniece, you better watch him. He is talking like he has full custody and he gonna control when you gonna see your child. Talking about you always. I would never stop you from having a relationship with your child. Yeah, because you're not gonna have custody. The court said we got joint custody, so that's what we got. You can't stop something that you don't have control of, Fizz. Anyway, y'all, that was it. I can't give y'all no more. That's all I got. That's all I got. I don't know what they're gonna bring us next season, but they gotta give us something better. Bring in some new blood. I don't know what they're gonna do next season. They need to infuse some things because I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments, please.